Hello, Internet. Welcome back to another episode of SnowCraft. So, a couple things that I want to go over right away at the beginning. First of all, I have finished upgrading the Astral Sorcery crafting. So you can see I've got the full crafting setup over all around here. I also built the infusion altar for the Starlight infusion, so we can make those elements there. We've got, you've seen the rest of these, I think. I also spent a little bit of time breaking some rock crystals, so I've got just oodles and oodles and oodles of rock crystals now, and these obnoxious things don't stack, so they get to be in shulker boxes out here until I find something to do with them. You guys watched me put the interior into the nuclear reactor up here, the fission reactor. It is not yet connected to my power system, so my factory here is still running off the diesel generator right there, but we'll do that soon. It's going to happen soon. I'm not going to record it because it's going to be boring, just me running cabling everywhere, and I don't think I have a good angle to do a time-lapse for it either. Now, one thing you're going to notice is that it got a little deforested around here. There's some trees over there, but all the other ones are gone. Well, I had a little bit of a problem with the dynamic trees mod. It decided to break, and it broke in that my game crashed every time. I couldn't even log in because it would just crash immediately. So I had to remove the dynamic trees mod, which unfortunately removed all of my trees. They'll come back, they won't come back. I replanted all of these, but new chunks will still have trees because they'll have vanilla Minecraft trees, and we should still have trees in like the Nether, where the Nether trees had grown. I don't believe those were dynamic. I actually honestly have not gone to the Nether to look, but yeah. So if you notice that there's some weird holes in the ground and missing trees everywhere, that's that's why. But what I would like to do today, and we need to wait just a little bit longer here for it to be nighttime, because what I want to do is I want to finish out my bauble collection. There is one item that I need left. And if you take a look at my inventory here, you might have an idea of what it is that I'm planning on doing. Specifically, we're going to go find ourselves an ocean monument and kill the Elder Guardian. And that'll get us the vitamins that we need to be able to finish out our baubles collection and get this shield, ultimate, as it were. And that's the reason why I finished up Astral Sorcery. I do still need to build the actual observatory item to put into my observatory tower. But once it's nighttime, we'll be able to use this advanced sextant, and it's actually already keyed in on the ocean monument. I just need it to be nighttime so I can see where it is. I know it's somewhere over in that general direction, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, there it is. You can just barely start seeing it right there. Wait a little bit longer. So, yeah. So if you don't know how the sextant works, I believe I showed this before, but you just right-click it, and then you look around, and you'll see, like right there, there's an ocean monument, because I already have that one selected. But if we look around a little bit more, you'll see here's some more dots over here. These big colored stars, like right here. When you find one of these guys, you just come over here. It's not going to be either of those two, because those are in the other dimensions, but you'll just take, like, a temple. Nope. Village. All right. So that right there is a village, and then if we close out this, you can see that the star now appears in the sky. And the other one that was over here is now gone. So it's a really handy way of yeah, and once you've discovered it, it'll show it when you highlight or when you cursor over them. So now that we know that the ocean monument is over there, all we have to do is head in that direction. Now the downside is that we do have to have this in our hand in order for it to work, but we can offhand it. So I also discovered a fun way of using the elytra. Because in 1.12 you can't launch yourself up off the ground the way that you can in in the later versions. So we use the, yeah, you can see the devastation that happened because the dynamic trees got deleted. We just got no trees anywhere. Oh well. Yeah, we're in the right biome. This is a deep ocean. This is where they should spawn, but there's no monument. Ah, there it is. Alright, so now... But who knows, we can, there's 3 guardians, one there, and one there. And the easiest way to get in here, because we're going to get mining fatigued here in a second. But the easiest way to get in here is with explosives. Damn it. This is why I brought multiple. And there's the mining fatigue. You guys are quite rude. Did we get? We did not get... We did not get the vitamins. Well, fortunately there's 2 more. There they are. Alright, there's our vitamins. That's... Effectively, that's all we need. Alright, air. Haha, mining fatigue me all you want. It's not gonna work. But we are gonna go in here and go ahead and get rid of the other 2. So yeah, you put down some TNT, you then have to surround it with blocks because otherwise it will waterlog. I think we even hit him. There we go. We got another vitamin. Doesn't really do us any good, but not a bad thing to have. All right, and then the last one is going to be right over here. And this little technique does work in vanilla as well. In fact, like, we don't even need to do this anymore because, well, I'm immune to mining fatigue, and that's the main reason why you do it. Because you can't otherwise get through. You can't otherwise get through the walls without having, well, when you have mining fatigue. Where's the third one at? He's supposed to be in here. Ah, there he is. And there we go. Alright, that's about it. We can spend a little bit of time exploring the temple if we wanted to. Don't really need anything else out of here, to be honest. Like, we might as well just go. Alrighty. Now that we're back home, we can complete the recipe. I think there's a couple Britannia things that I need to do first, but let me just put some stuff away, and then we'll look into that. One of the other things that I set up is I set this right here up. So this export bus is set up to export firework rockets, and it has a crafting card in it, and the system knows how to make those firework rockets. So if I put this here, it will eventually it'll fill up with, there you go. It'll fill up with fireworks. So I always have effectively a full shulker box worth of firework rockets that are right here, and I can either just come over here and grab a stack of them, or I can just take the whole crate with me if I think I want to be gone for a while, like the last time. I wasn't sure how far that monument was. What we're looking for is the Ankh Charm. A-N-K-H. That's why I can never remember how to spell it. So, the Ankh Charm, we do not have the runes that we need. We need a Rune of Autumn, a Rune of Summer, and a Rune of Spring. So, Rune of Spring, water, fire, wheat, and then tree saplings. So we got plenty of wheat. And we got plenty of saplings. And then we just need water and fire. Oh, and I need a living rock. Living rock. And... oh, I need my wand. Water. Fire. There we go. Now I just gotta wait for it to charge. Yeah, there's the cake flower making more mana. This broke. My coal dropper here, it broke, and I don't know why. It's still set up. It broke. Oh well. All right. So that gets us the Rune of Spring. Now we need a Rune of Summer. Summer needs Earth, Air, Earth, Air. So I don't have an Air. I need to make an Air. Air looks like mana powder, mana steel. Mana powder, mana steel. String, feather, and carpet. Okay. I've got some runes of air. Now we need the summer, so that is going to be earth, air. Earth, air, sand. Slime and a melon. I don't have any melon slices handy. Because this right here is making melons. So all I gotta do is steal one out of there. I should probably make that melon drawer visible to the ME network, but it's not really worth doing. Alright. Rune, sand, slime, melon. I love that. Alright. So that gets us the Rune of Summer. So now we just need a Rune of Autumn. And Autumn is going to be air and fire. spider eye, and then a bunch of tree leaves. Well, you never get rid of anything. You never know when something's going to be useful. This is why I like automating stuff, because things just happen. Like, you don't have to sit here and mess around with them. They just do their thing. Alright. Now we should have everything we need to make the Ankh Charm. We do. So all I have to do is grab this, and this, and this. I'll take the vitamins out as well. Seriously. Alright. Basil goes in the middle, Ring of Reaction, Forbidden Fruit, and Sunglasses. And that right there is the Ankh Charm, which grants us immunity to most negative status effects. Now we can take this guy and we can throw it into an enchanting, or whatever that thing is, the anvil, to make the shield, which basically combines all of those different baubles that we had all down into one single item. Frees up a lot of slots. Go over here to my very damaged anvil, which is probably going to break. Charm. There we go. And it keeps its enchantments. Look at that. And it's even got the +1 heart. Nice. We'll just keep it there. Then when we actually need to use it, which, I mean, I always forget that I even have it, so it's probably not going to be a big deal. There we go. Now I've actually got a couple of free bauble slots. Kind of nice. You guys can just go into the ME system. We go clear out the other terminal over here. Make sure that it didn't. Make sure that it didn't keep the runes in there. Some of these recipes consume the runes, and some of them you get to keep the runes. This one looks like it consumed the runes. Oh well, not a big deal. Can always make more. It's not like they're difficult to make. You are not. Oh, you do have enough, but I don't have any way to start you because I don't have another wand. Alright, so the other thing that I did while in between episodes is I organized my storage drawers right here a little bit better. I moved a lot of the just random junk that was in these drawers is now just in the ME system rather than occupying a drawer. And I've also cleaned up a few of them, like the reeds and sugar here I have in a double instead of in a quad. A few of the other ones have been cleaned up a little bit more here and there. There's some of them, like the crimson planks right there can actually come out of there. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we can actually even change the chorus fruit into a double instead of a quad. I even have a double just sitting right here. But yeah, so basically everything that's in the drawers now is stuff that's either being perpetually generated by my trees over here, or is like the metals where it's extremely handy to have them available as, you know, blocks, ingots, or nuggets, as the case may be. So we can do that, and then we can just grab all of those out. And we're going to actually do this. And we'll lock that guy. And then we're going to take the void upgrade out of there. Put it in that one. And we'll take this guy and we're going to go put it back. There we go. And that just, it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit less wasted, you know, space around here. And I like it. It looks a little bit better. And it's a lot more, or a lot less laggy. Unfortunately, the drawers do tend to get a little bit on the laggy side. And you get too many of them in one area, and you're trying to do too many things at once with them. So, yeah, so I've taken out a lot of the conveyor belts. You can see the conveyor belt now ends right here at my smeltery, because all of these guys are now connected together through Ender IO conduits. My garden cloches are now all wired in with the invisible ME system, because that likes to disappear. I still have not figured out why that does that or how to stop it. So my nuclear reactor is right here. This is the bottom of it. And I built it this way intentionally so that I have a port right here. And this port is going to be where I'm going to pull power out of to power everything down here. And I have been working on, I would show you my terminal right there, but it's missing. I've been working on getting a good supply of these guys, the cryo-stabilized flux ducts. I have 228 right now. I might need some more of them. But that's what we're going to end up working on between now and the next episode. But that's pretty much what I have for today. I don't have a whole lot else that I need to do. I need to get that power run before we can really do anything else. And I need to figure out a design for what I want to do for the second floor of the factory here. Because it's, you know, a little exposed right now. So we need to get this second floor figured out, what it is that we're going to put, what kind of wall we're going to use up here. I have this concrete wall down right now, but I don't think I want to keep that. I'm not thrilled with the way that it looks, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to make. So I've got a few other ideas of wall designs that I've been throwing around in my head. We'll see what we end up with when we get a little bit once I actually sit down and start playing with it. And then obviously I need to go around and well, I need to go plant some more trees. I'm probably not really going to, like, as bad as it looks. Like, you can see the little dark spots over there where there were trees and there aren't anymore. And then there's holes in places. There's still one there that I missed. I don't know. I should, like, around here, it looked really bad without having the trees, so I put them back. But other places, like over there, I don't think I'm really going to worry too much about it. And like I said, new chunks will have trees. They'll have vanilla Minecraft trees. So, oh, let me show you what I have over here. So obviously I have my reactor right here. And this is the port. There is an import bus or an export bus right here. You can't see it because, you know, Applied Energistics decided to delete itself because it's useless like that. But what I have is this is coming up from the main ME system. And then we have an export bus right here that's exporting thorium ingots into the isotope separator, which takes the ingots and separates it down into the 232 and the 230 tiny clumps. So obviously I have an import bus here that's just pulling everything out of the isotope separator. The tiny clumps go into this drawer that's got a void upgrade on it because you can use these. There's different recipes and different fuel types that you can use, and some of them are really good. I never mess with them because the only real reason to use those is if you have a limited supply of thorium. But I have mystical agriculture, so I have infinite thorium, so there's no point in using the higher tier fuels. Anyway, the thorium ingots are then put into, or the isotopes are then put into a molecular assembler that has a recipe in it to create the TBU fuel. The TBU fuel is then pulled out into this little subnetwork over here, this little subnetwork right here. I ran out of red cables and didn't feel like making more just for 2, so that's why that's Fluix. Cable comes around over to here and then is imported into the actual reactor. And despite these items being missing, they still actually work. So, but anyway, that outputs into the reactor port where you can see it is full of fuel. And then underneath here, you can't, well, it's actually deleted itself, but I have an import bus that is pulling the depleted and putting it into the actual ME system. So that's how that is being fueled. I still need to set up a automatic power on and off system, which is basically going to involve at least one more of these reactor ports. I'll probably just swap this block out with a port, put it here, and then you can put a redstone comparator on it, and it actually works exactly the same as the fuel or the redstone line that I have on the diesel generator. Just that we can hook it directly to the reactor. We can hook it directly to the reactor instead of having to use this bit with the capacitors. But yeah, it's basically this exact same thing. It'll just be, there'll be one that goes off that way, goes all the way out to the end, and then that'll shut off the reactor, and then there'll be another one over here with an inverter on it that will turn it back on once the power level drops below that. But that is stuff to do for the next episode. So for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and call things here. I hope you guys enjoying the series. I didn't say it at the beginning, but make sure that you hit the like button if you're liking these things. Make sure that you subscribe to catch all the episodes. Going forward, we've got a few more things here and there that we can do, and I am nowhere close to being done with this series, even though it kind of looks like it is. I've still got outposts that I want to build in the various different dimensions, and we still have an entire galaxy to explore. Well, at least the inner planets through Galacticraft. But I hope you guys will stick around for those things, and I will look forward to seeing you there. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful day, a wonderful night, whatever time of day it happens to be for you. I hope it's going well for you. And until the next time, happy Minecrafting.